In today's Pro Bike Check, we're going to take an up-close look at Jared Graves' Specialized Enduro. This is the S-Works model, carbon fibre front end and an alloy rear end. It's a large frame that Jared uses, and it's 160mm travel on the rear. At the moment, he's running the 170mm RockShox Lyric fork up front. Starting with the handlebars, Jared runs these Renthal fat bar carbons, coming in at 750mm wide, so relatively narrow, but they feel good to me. That's matched with the Renthal Duo 50mm stem. ODI lock-on grips, the SRAM Guide Ultimate brake levers, and they're matched to the Code calipers. So he's got a really big caliper on there. A XX1 shifter, and also the lever for the Specialized command post. Something I've noticed is Jared runs this like grip tape on his brake levers and on the seat post, so you don't slide off either. Feels really rough to my bare hands, but Jared obviously runs gloves most of the time. Down to the front wheel there, you can see that massive Code brake caliper and the big 200mm downhill size disc brake rotors. They're Roval wheels with that carbon rim, and the tyres are handled by Specialized as well. This is the Hillbilly 650B, obviously, 2.5 width, really aggressive tread. We've got a RockShox Monarch Plus Debonair air shock taking care of the damping on the rear. Something that I really like is this Specialized SWAT bottle system with a mini multi-tool just underneath there. Jared, like a lot of the top enduro wheel racers, doesn't like riding with a backpack, so he uses a water bottle and this little system to carry all the essentials on the bike. The drivetrain is all SRAM XX1, and we've got these lovely carbon fibre cranks coming in at 170mm length, HT clipless pedals. This MRP SXG carbon fibre chain device makes sure that chain doesn't bounce off. Jared's currently running a 34 tooth chainring mated to a 1042 11-speed cassette, and that's SRAM XX1 rear mech. Another Specialized Hillbilly 2.5-inch tyre on the rear actually rounds off a pretty aggressive enduro bike. We've got this Specialized Command dropper post and this Specialized Phenom saddle with carbon fibre rails. So this bike really is a mix of pretty aggressive downhill style components, topped off with some actually pretty exotic lightweight components. So Jared, a big change for you this year, new bike, lots of new components. How do you go about setting up this new bike? Do you take it home somewhere that you know, or how do you go about that?
Yeah, I guess I got all my new bikes when I was at home, obviously in the off season, and just it's always good to get on a new bike and new equipment on trails that you're familiar with, so it just takes out one of the variables of, you know, if you're trying to learn a new bike on a new trail and all new stuff, it can be a bit of a handful. So yeah, just got it home and just rode it. Would you say that you're fussy with your setup, or do you just sort of set things up at the start of the year and it stays the same all year round? I think, well, for this, you know, all the new bikes in particular, I think I just I started off with just setting up, you know, as far as, you know, suspension with sag and all that sort of stuff, just the way you like your brake levers, just keep that the same as I've always run it, and then just make some tweaks from there, just like each day, just play with a few different things, and just find your setup from there. So
we've got some pretty big aggressive tyres on this bike. Is this from Chile or?
This is from Argentina, yeah. This is exactly as it was when I crashed and was out for the week. So yeah, the bike hasn't changed one bit since then. It's just sort of got washed, boxed up and shipped over here. So yep, still in Argentina spec.
Yeah. Unlike most enduro riders, you don't like wearing a pack. You keep everything on the bike as much as possible.
Yeah.
And how does that work? I know you had some mechanical difficulties at round one. Do you carry a chain tool somewhere on you, or? That
was honestly a bit of a oversight on my behalf. Like, I had a chain tool, but I didn't have the quick link.
Right.
So that was sort of the main problem. I didn't actually lose too much time on stage 5 with the snap chain. But then, due to the fact that we're at the end of the start order and I had to run back up the hill to find my chain, by the time I got back to the bottom and sort of, you know, by the time I didn't have a quick link and everyone else had gone up to, one of the riders would have had a quick link to let me borrow, sort of thing, because the other riders are good like that. And just an oversight on my behalf, I didn't have one and just had to join it on any old pin, and that generally ends up in your chain snapping again, which is what happened on stage 6. So that was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, total bad luck. If you want to see more videos from GMBN, you can click up there for the full pro bike playlist and click down there for What is Enduro video.
And click down here to subscribe.
Give us a thumbs up if you like Jared's bike.